Entire Tasdar, ladies and gentlemen. My name is XelNaga, and we are on Game 4 of aTnDaRkFoRcE and RAZERiNSo, and it's going to be on XelNaga Caverns. So hopefully we will see a very interesting game. And if you did not see Game 3, oh my god, I'm like face palming, because if you did not see Game 3, you need to go and see it. Because it wasn't long, it was not long, but it was highly effective, just like in Pokemon. So go and watch it. Yeah. So, I need the production tab, and I need the nameplates, and we're good to go. RAZERiNSo going to be throwing down this pylon in the usual position, whilst aTnDaRkFoRcE at this point, probably after watching all these games, going to be going extractor, spawning pool, and really not going for hatch first, as it can be thwart with problem after problem if you do not do it right, and if your opponent tries to exploit it. So I'm just waiting to see the extractor. Watch this, he's going to put down a hatchery. Watch. He's going to prove me wrong and put down a hatchery. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Nope, hatchery. There we go, extractor, so I was right. Ah, yes. And RAZERiNSo is going to be scouting that very soon, so he's going to know that he's not going to be dealing with any ridiculously fast hatchery. Going to be stealing a few minerals there and then trying to take out this drone, but indeed he is going to be thwarted, and spawning pool does go down, whilst the gateway has already gone down for Inso as well as an assimilator. So I can hear NASL in the background, and I really want to watch it, but I really want to finish casting these games. So I'm going to finish up quickly, as quickly as possible, and then watch some NASL. So we do have aTnDaRkFoRcE here, going to be moving around, and just keeping this Overlord here to be able to spot if any cheesiness does go on in his natural, as he will be wanting to expand there pretty damn soon. Do have aTnDaRkFoRcE going to be trying to block any cybernetics core that does try and go down here, and it looks like he is Inso going to be throwing in 2 probes there to try and deny that. So he's going to take that out pretty quickly and indeed throw down that cybernetics core. So good timing there from Inso, going to be able to secure that wall in as quickly as possible, as the Zergling distance isn't very far on this map, so he really needs to be able to get that wall up as quickly as possible. So Inso is going to be trying to block that hatchery when it does indeed choose to go down. A lot of Zerglings are going to be coming out here, all rallied to this probe, so indeed he's going to be thwarted pretty quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a pylon go down. Oh, but a pylon is going to go down. These Zerglings will be able to make small work of that though, as 4 Zerglings can kill it faster than it does indeed build, so that's going to be cancelled quite soon. And in fact that actually delayed nothing at all for aTnDaRkFoRcE, as he does throw down that hatchery just as he gets 300 minerals. So now Inso does have that second assimilator up. Zergling speed is on the way, and this drone is just in the base of Inso, just going to be causing as much problems as he would like to be able to, and a second queen on the way for aTnDaRkFoRcE, so he can transfer it to his natural as quickly as he possibly can. He do have that sentry going down there, and the drone did try and get out, but the sentry came out at just the right time, and he could have ghosted through that zealot, but for some reason chose not to. So yes, interesting. Second gateway going down for Mr. RAZERiNSo here, and we do have a Zergling spotting just in the front of RAZERiNSo's base, and I keep calling RAZERiNSo, but I really should call him Insolence or Inso or whatever, so who cares, who cares. Creep Tumor going down here to be able to connect these 2 bases, and this is aTnDaRkFoRcE's absolute bread and butter. As said before, this is the build he has been portraying every single game, and indeed I could have predicted that. Like clockwork, he does have that Roach Warren going down as his expansion is about to finish. So now doing a bit of a transfer, and a Stargate is going down for Inso. So 2 gates Stargate, 3 gates Stargate even. So he's going to be applying some Void Ray Phoenix pressure whilst trying to secure his expansion. And actually, that being said, I really like this play by Inso, because being Protoss myself, as you all probably full well know, you can't really apply a lot of pressure when you are actually throwing down this Nexus. So actually getting the Stargate this early and going to be pumping out some Void Rays and Phoenix anytime soon really gives you the opportunity to not only have a poke around in your opponent's base, but also to be able to maybe get some Queen and drone kills, which is absolutely vital in this matchup nowadays. So yeah, I really like this play from Inso here. The 3-gate Stargate expansion play, it's really good. So we do have that layer going down for DaRkFoRcE, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Evo chamber going down very, very soon. We do have an Extractor going down, and I'm banking on the Evo chamber. I'm banking on it because he always got it in the other games when the layer was going up. But apparently not, and apparently I look like a fool. So Forge now going down for Inso, and going to be nice positioning of this pylon here, just going to be able to spot anything that does go on. But at the same time, Void Ray is going to be moving out along the designated path, and we do have a few roaches as well as Burrow on the way as well. So, oh my god, my throat is so dry, I really need some tea. Oh, tea, where are you? Creep tumors on the way for DaRkFoRcE, going to be spreading that creep as best he can. A few Phoenix are going to be able to join up with this Void Ray as quickly as possible, but upon seeing these air units instantly going for a Hydralisk Den, picking up this Queen, and probably going to get this Queen kill actually, as this Queen here is just not going to be able to do enough before the Void Ray indeed does get charged, and now going to be, no, you could probably get that Queen kill. No. Oh, what a shame. But in fact, actually really nice play from RAZERiNSo. Going to be pulling this back before it loses any health, or hardly any health, and going to be allowing the shields to recharge, and picking up these Zerglings as in Game 2, I believe, just rendezvousing in Game 4, in fact, with these Phoenix once again. Going to be able to pick up these Queens, in fact, and do a lot of damage if he so chooses. We do have a few Hydralisks on the way, though, so Inso really needs to be wary of that. Picking up this Queen that's weak here, and then getting a lovely Queen kill there, and probably going to be getting all these Queen kills. Oh, but Hydralisks have popped out, and now he's going to be having to move back, trying to get this last Hydra kill, but all these Hydras moving in here are going to deny that absolutely, completely. Trying to chase down this Void Ray, but once the creep runs out, then so does the Hydralisk's Usain Bolt impression. So they are going to be running back indefinitely. So quite a few cannons down here for RAZERiNSo at this base, and getting a robo facility as well as a gateway. And once again, even though I've been saying that DaRkFoRcE's build has been extremely similar in all of his games, Inso's builds have not varied that much at all, apart from in Game 3. I mean, he's been going he's been going for a variation of a 3-gate expand into Robo Bay, and this is pretty much, again, the bread and butter of PvZ. You really need to kind of know this as a Protoss player, and in general as a Zerg player as well. You really need to be able to know these timings of what is going on. We do have an Overseer morphing in here, as well as going to be securing the gold base, but at the same time a Robo Bay is going down for Inso, so he's going to have Colossus on the way pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a Spire going down very soon for DaRkFoRcE, as well as he knows very well the timings, and look there, just like clockwork, oh my god, a Spire is going down for DaRkFoRcE, so going to be able to secure this gold base pretty easily with this amount of Hydras and Roaches. These Phoenix though do know that this gold base has gone down, and for the time being, they're not going to be able to do much about it at all. So Inso is going to be amassing a little bit of a force here. We do have +1 weapons on the way for him. Glider Reconstitution has just finished for the Zergy boy, and ranged weapons for these ground units is on the way as well. A Changeling did die somewhere. It must have been in these units somewhere, and an Observer is now out, so he's going to be moving across the map here with that Observer very, very soon. Oh god, I'm so tired and my throat is dry. I need a drink. I would pause, but I'm too excited because I want to see how this unfolds. We do have a few gateways going down for Inso, as well as these Phoenix just doing a little bit of patrolling action. I wouldn't be surprised if they did pick up this Zergling, and indeed they do. 10 Roaches now on the way for DaRkFoRcE, so he is going to be... he really wants to transfer some drones to this gold, as it is up now, and getting a gold into action is just so crucial once you have it up. We do have Thermal Lances on the way for Inso, as well as Colossus production well underway, and just warping in a few more units, making sure that he doesn't get himself Psylocked, as that is the biggest fault of any gamer that plays StarCraft 2 known to man, and if you do that, you really need to keep an eye on that. So aTnDaRkFoRcE now at this point, nice creep spread here on both these lanes of attack. Really would like to see this lane be covered a little bit more though, as it will be very, very crucial going into the later stages of this game, and especially if a lot of Colossus do get up and running, it's going to be really bad for him. We only have 1 Corruptor, 2 Corruptors, 3 Corruptors out at the moment for aTnDaRkFoRcE. He really needs to increase that number pretty drastically, as there is going to be a few of these units moving out along across the map. We do see the gold base is going to be tried to be taken by XelNaga pretty soon. He does have an abundance of minerals here, so he's going to try and take that as quickly as possible. Picking up that roach, interesting choice there to pick up that roach, and these corruptors did get chased away pretty quickly, and that roach did get splattered into oblivion. A nice use of a forward pylon here, warping in next to his army, and at this point aTnDaRkFoRcE not going to be doing too much. But a huge engagement here, massive force fields going off there, and going to be killing off a lot of those units in the front, and not enough Corruptors here in order to be able to deal with this Colossi number, even though there are only 2 Colossus here at this point in time. No more reinforcing. There are 1 or 2 Colossus down in the bottom, but he really hasn't reinforced with them, and I don't know though, these roaches could do a lot of damage to this units here, and this Colossus coming in to reinforce, so actually XelNaga is going to hold this, especially with the Phoenix and the Void Ray as backup, and warping in a few more units here to compensate. So now the roach is actually coming in here, going to be able to kill off of 1 Colossus. Will the second Colossus go down? He did pick up quite a few of those roaches, but now all the roaches do end up going down. These Stalkers too much in number when it comes to actually being able to pick up all these roaches, and the second Colossus does get away with its life. And now XelNaga here in a really good spot, whilst aTnDaRkFoRcE is going to have to pull something out of the hat here in order to be able to come back from this. XelNaga absolutely dominating, just going to be bringing in even more units here, just warping in constantly. 11 Hydralisks on the way, and he is expanding to the gold as well, is XelNaga. So he, but at the same time, aTnDaRkFoRcE does know this, so that is a crushing blow there for aTnDaRkFoRcE. He knows that he's so far behind now. This gold base is going up, whilst his gold base has been destroyed, although it was up for quite a while, so you never know what could happen in this game. Going to be throwing up some cannons just on the edge of this creep here, so nice positioning on those cannons, but at the same time aTnDaRkFoRcE really feels as if he needs to do a lot of damage here, but these Colossus are going to be too much. These Hydralisks are going to get picked up as well by these Phoenix, and now there is a Colossus being focused down, and aTnDaRkFoRcE GG's, oh my god. So that is going to be the end of the best of 5. XelNaga taking it 3-1, ladies and gents, and XelNaga showing really good play throughout this entire series. So thank you very much for watching this series, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I certainly enjoyed casting it, and I am going to go on back to watch the NASL. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.